everyone, it's Candy. Today's video is going to be a little different from what you're used to from me, as this is going to be my first ever vlog. The reason why I am doing this in this format is because I wanted to talk about some of the issues that I've had to confront while moving forward with my novel Mark of the Champion. And I had some experiences and maybe even an insight or two that might be helpful, they might not, but there's some things that I have to talk about, and I figured that a vlog would be the best way to do it. The first thing I wanted to cover is how I haven't been able to really put in a lot of the energy required to build my author platform, which would be a tough job even under the most ideal circumstances. However, I am a caregiver to two people in my family, the first being my husband, who had brain cancer surgery in 2011, and as a result, he is unable to drive, and he's basically homebound. And the second is my mother, who has been having issues with her legs for a few months now. It's a condition that's not pretty. Anyhow, I won't get into the gory details, but the practical upshot is I've had to accompany her to a lot of doctor's appointments. I've helped in straightening out her house, taking her to other places as well. That on top of working a full-time job. So it's kind of a miracle that I can get anything done on social media at all. I used to be a lot more active on Instagram when I first started, which was, oh gosh, I think it was over a year ago. And now I feel like I'm lucky to get a picture posted once every other week. I can't really worry about whether my audience is going to grow beyond the 9 or 10 people, it seems like, where I have my presence sort of lurking in the background. My Instagram, actually, I'm not sure why, but I have still been getting followers, even if they're only like 2 or 3 a week. That's fine with me for now. My YouTube, obviously, I wish that the subscriber count was higher. I know that there is a lot of discourse in BookTube and AuthorTube, as well as on Twitter, and so you can feel like you're just sort of shouting into the void whenever you post up a video. No matter how much you think it might help people, the reality is the people that you're trying to reach might not even see it for years and years until you build up a substantial backlog of videos for them to look at. So obviously I'm not at that level yet. The practical upshot is that I've had to learn to accept that writing and building my platform is just going to take a longer time for me than it will for most others because of these other obligations that I have to deal with. It's easy to be bitter about it when you see so many people who are just flying along with their stories and putting their marketing together and making fantastic entries and quizzes and putting together short stories, arcs, and all the things that an aspiring author, they want to be at that point now and not like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years from now. However, I do have a life, and that life has quite a few momentous occasions, some of them pleasant, some of them not so much. I have to keep in mind that every life experience like that is something that I can put in my bank of experiences that I can use for future stories. It's what I've done in the past, it's what I will continue to do, but I cannot say for sure how much time I will be able to dedicate to that in the months going forward. I am working on my prequel short story to Mark of the Champion. It's called The Night at the Museum. It's almost ready for beta readers, so I will be putting out a call for beta readers pretty soon on Instagram and on this channel, of course. Twitter, even though nobody ever reads my Twitter, but that's okay because I'm not really a Twitter person anyhow. But if you happen to be on Twitter and you see the link there and you're interested, just come on by. I will have the form on my website, the sign-up form, as soon as I get everything ironed out with the story itself. One thing I've done is to compile a list of things that I can do each day to keep my book and my writing moving forward. One thing I've done is to contract with my artist friend to design a symbol that I'm going to be using in the formatting of Mark of the Champion. Another thing I've done is I have been exchanging chapters of my book with a friend who has sent me chapters of her book, and we are critiquing each other's chapters in a beta swap. And it moves kind of slow because both of us have very busy schedules, but we're understanding of that. And so even though the critiques on our respective chapters seem to be moving at a snail's pace, they are indeed moving forward. Other things that I can do are just brainstorming in my composition book or even on the little notes file on my phone. I can do sketches of characters. I can do research, because even though I may think my novel's pretty complete, it turns out there's always something new to learn. And a lot of times those things that you need to learn will make your novel exponentially better. So I have to stay open with that, and I think actually because I need to take a slower time putting these things together, it works to my advantage, because I won't have to look up a bunch of stuff and try to cram it in order to be able to get a book ready by its publication date, which I have no idea when I'm going to set mine, but anyhow, I'm trying to be positive here. One of the things I'm considering doing is participating in some flash fiction events. A lot of my writer contemporaries have been engaged in that, and they seem to be having pretty good results with it. I'm not sure how well I do, because for a while now, 99% of the stories I've written have been within the world of my book, the universe of my book, but it might do me some good to venture out into other points of views and other perspectives and other experiences. I don't know. I'll have to look at a prompt and see what comes up, but that's something else I can do. It might be good just to get out of that one monolithic way of thinking that I've been in and try some different approaches. So I guess what I'm trying to say with all this is that if you're not able to move as fast forward on your book as you'd like, for whatever reason, whether it's obligations or other reasons, just remember that slow and steady can still win the race. There's plenty of time for you to get it right. There is plenty of time to explore other options. There's plenty of time to build whatever it is you need to build. But that plenty of time might come in increments of 5 minutes a day, half an hour a day, maybe even 15 seconds a day. Just the little things that build up, and then all of a sudden you see that you've built a lot more than you thought you have. And you can go forward even if you're just taking baby steps. So that's it. That is what I have been doing both in my writing life and in my life. Hopefully you found something of value in this video. If you did, if something resonated with you, let me know in the comments. I'd kind of like to hear your opinions and your experiences with some of these issues that I brought up. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Goodreads, and of course you can always find me at candyglenwilder.com. All the links are listed below. And if you like this video, why not give it a thumbs up, because it is still absolutely 100% guaranteed free. And don't forget to tap that subscribe button and clang the bell so that you'll be notified immediately when I post my next star-studded extravaganza. Really, it's an extravaganza. Trust me. No matter how long or how quick it may be, I wish you all the best on your writing journey. And remember, Aunt Fishy always believes in you. Aunt Fishy also believes in nearly knocking over the camera for some reason too.